Well, some JCPS parents remain concerned about the possibility of busing being cut for the next school year. WDRB's Valerie Chinn is explaining why a decision won't be made for several weeks. Val, let's kind of set the stage here. We know that JCPS started the year in a disaster. Kids didn't get home till 7 o'clock at night. There's not enough bus drivers. They transformed routes. They went from 2 start times to 9 different start times. That's how we got here. Now the district is trying to blaze the trail through what comes next. And the question from families is, why is this decision taking so long?
I know parents are waiting. Parents are calling us, wanting to know when a decision is going to be made. And some board members tell WDRB they're waiting on a recommendation from the district before they can vote. There are 2 board meetings already scheduled in March.
Most likely at the March 26th board meeting is when we will have a recommendation for our board and a vote. So probably about 4 weeks from now.
JCPS gave the board 3 options at its last meeting: only transport students to the Reside School, which eliminates buses for magnet traditional schools, or create a busing hub for magnet traditional school students, or make no changes at all. JCPS as option 1 is the only solution that will reduce the routes needed for the number of bus drivers available.
So what are some of the challenges the district is facing if it goes with option 1, if it cuts transportation?
Well, the district presented its transportation plan at the last board meeting. They talked about the challenges. That includes equity. Board member Corey Scholl is wondering, and he's concerned about equity, making sure that all students are able to pick the school of their choice. And sometimes lower income families do not have the means to take their kids to school. And then there's also, the district says, if Reside schools are over capacity, the district will then need to look at adjusting boundary lines.
I mean, the last thing we want to do is have kids change schools as a result of this. So we're going to work as hard as we can to do that. At the same time, you know, we have the resources we have. We have the bus drivers we have. And, you know, we will have a transfer period, as we always do, that takes place in late April and May. So that gives parents another opportunity. If they need to make a change as a result of it, they'll have that opportunity.
And if magnet school transportation is cut, the district says it has no way to estimate how many students will then leave their magnet schools and then go back to their Reside schools, which brings up the question about overcapacity and whether new boundary lines would have to be drawn.
You talk about the scale of how big of an issue this is in our community. There are nearly 100,000 students in JCPS, more than 60,000 are riding buses, and if the district switches to only being able to provide transportation to Reside school, that is a sweeping change for tens of thousands of families in our community, and they are all just waiting on an answer of where is my kid going to be able to go to school next year.
So many people are waiting, and people think those are not the great options. They want some other options on the table. They want to talk about stipends, or they want to talk about maybe a bigger carpooling plan. But at this point, everyone's just waiting for a decision to be made.
Big issue. That's why we're staying on top of it for you. Val, thank you for your reporting today.